Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss the next topics of sound chapter. Few topics has already been discussed in the first video. If you have not seen that video, then I will provide you the link in the end of this video. In this video students, first we talk about oscillatory motion. As we know, if an object travels back and forth or to and fro, then this motion is called oscillatory motion. We can see in the figure that pendulum moves back and forth at its mean position. So this motion of pendulum is called oscillatory motion. Similarly, the motion of swing is also an example of oscillatory motion. Students, now we discuss about one complete oscillation. First, we try to understand it by the help of figure. As the bob moves from point B to A, then comes back to B, so this is called one oscillation. Or if the bob moves from point A and comes back to A, then it is called one complete oscillation. Now we talk about some characteristics of vibration. The first one is amplitude. So the amplitude can be defined as the maximum displacement of the particles from their mean position due to the vibration in either direction. Student, if you observe the figure which is given here, the straight white line is indicating the mean position of the particle, and when it moves forward, so the straight yellow line which is indicating the maximum displacement of the particle in one direction. In the same manner, the particle also move in the backward direction, which is also given in the graph. So amplitude is represented by capital A and its SI unit is meter. As we all know that the SI unit of displacement is meter, so the SI unit of amplitude is also meter. Amplitude determines the loudness of sound. It means that the loudness of any sound depends upon the amplitude. Next characteristics is frequency. The number of vibrations or oscillations completed by an object in 1 second is called the frequency of the sound. So as in the picture student, you can see that the two figures are given there. One is indicated by the blue line and the another one is indicated by the red line. So the blue line indicates the high frequencies figure and the red line indicates the low frequency figure. The SI unit of frequency is hertz, and if we talk about the formula, then frequency equals to number of oscillations by total time. Now if we consider an example of it, so if an object oscillates or vibrates 50 times in 1 second, then its frequency will be equal to 50 hertz. So in this way we can find out the value of frequency. Now the next characteristics is time period. The time taken by object or the particle of the medium for completing one oscillation or vibration is called the time period. Now students, as you all know that what is one complete oscillation, we have already discussed about it. It is represented by capital T, its SI unit is second. Now the time period equals to time by number of oscillation or vibration. So if we see the formula, we can say that the time period and frequency are reciprocals of each other. Now students, we will talk about human ear. As we all know that human ear plays a very important role in hearing any sound. Without this part, we cannot hear any voice. So we will see that what are the important parts in our ear and what are their functions. As we all know that the human ear is divided into three parts. So the first part we can say that is called outer ear. In outer ear we have pinna, we have auditory canal and eardrum. The outer ear is the most external portion of the ear called the pinna or auricle, the ear canal. Now in the picture, as you can see here, that this part receives the sound waves and forward them to the next part of the ear, that is the middle ear. Now the next important part of human ear is middle ear. In middle ear basically we have three interlocked bones. The first one is malleus. Since its shape is similar to hammer, so it is also called hammer. The second one is incus, and its shape is similar to anvil, so it is also called anvil. And the third one is stapes. Its shape is similar to stirrup, so that is also called stirrup. Students, as we can see in the picture, that after getting the sound energy from the eardrum, these three interlocked bones starts vibrating, and the main function of the middle ear is to amplify the sound wave and transfer this sound energy to the inner ear. The next important part of human ear is the inner ear. This contains the sensory organs for balance and motion with the help of semicircular canals. This also contains cochlea, the sensory organ for hearing, and eustachian tube. Students, as you can see in the picture, that the sound waves enters from the pinna and through the auditory canal it goes to the eardrum. Then the eardrum passes this sound wave to the middle ear, and after the amplification the middle ear passes this sound waves to the cochlea. Students, if we talk about cochlea, then it contains a liquid substance and the vibrations that enter the inner ear moves through this liquid. There are tiny hairs present inside the inner ear that turn these vibrations into signals for the brain and pass them to the brain through the hearing nerves. As the brain receives the signal, it interprets the sound. However, this whole process is so quick that we cannot notice it. Now, eustachian tubes equalize the air pressure on either side of the eardrum, allowing it to vibrate freely. So, I hope students you all have understood these points clearly. So, if you have not subscribed the Alam Academy, do it right now and get the access of all the educational videos. Thank you very much.